Technology moves the world. And we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks. 30 years of technology distribution.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Hinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil
Cut!
kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
The night opens up to those who open up to it. The spontaneous, the curious, the unexpected. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hopsui Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Your ideal life starts today with Smart Postpaid. Get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
Technology moves the world. And we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks. 30 years of technology distribution.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Welcome back, and of course, nandito nga po tayo sa Playtime FilOil Center in San Juan as we continue. And this ball game, Uno High School laban sa Xavier. Uno High School CW Home Depot versus Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Once again, Benji Santiago, Coach Anton de los Reyes taking a look at what has been happening sa ating team standings dito, Coach Anton.
If you look at the start off with the teams that are going to be playing sa laro natin, ACROCITY, ang Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. 7-2, number 3 ang Uno High School. Outside looking in, 4-4. They actually have a chance to sneak in there if they get this win and they get another win sa kanilang last 2 assignments, because they are at 4-4 at number 7. Sinusundan lang nila dyan ang St. Peter the Apostle School Metro Asia at 6 at 5-4.
Tignan natin ang ating PG Flex Linoleum key matchup with Tom Koo, 18-9-3-1 when they went up against Philippine Chang Kwang. Actually, they are on a roll. Itong Uno High School CW Home Depot with 4 straight wins. Samantalang Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Look at Joseph Ngo. The way he was able to come up with his performance of 42 points, 10 3-pointers made, equaling the effort of a Joseph Yo. So many Josephs para sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. We turn you over sa ating venue announcer.
We are live at Playtime FilOil Arena. This is the Fil-Chi Athletic Association 40s division between Uno CW Home Depot and Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Introducing the starting lineup for Uno High School. Starting at point guard, number 11, Mitchell Tan. Starting at 2 guard, number 15, Tom Koo. Starting at forward, number 9, Robert Yu. At the other 4 position, number 18, Jerome Lim. And starting at center, number 10, Richmond Nan. Head coach is Coach Romar Velasco. And now the starting lineup for Xavier. Starting at point guard, number 1, Eldridge Liao. Starting at 2 guard, number 17, Chris Tiu. Starting at forward, number 18, Joseph Yo. At the other 4 position, number 40, Ran Chu. And starting at center, number 14, Paul Chua. And coach is Coach Gian Go. Officiating this match, Crew Chief Alan Manzano, Umpire 1, Hendrik Chico.
Bagong gupit si Joseph Yo. And Chris Chu, kasama sa starting unit nitong Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Renbert Chu, Richmond Nang, Mitchell Tan, Tom Koo, Jerome Lim for Uno High School CW Home Depot, Eldridge Liao. Paul Chua is right there, Chris Chu, Joseph Yu, and Ran Chu para rito naman sa panig ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH Xavier. Welcome again to everyone. FCAAI sa ating eliminations. Basically just finishing some of their assignments here. And St. Stephen, yun nga, magtatabla sila kung sakaling manalo rito ang Xavier. Pero win over the other. So mas abante para rito sa panig ng Xavier.
They're gonna get that number 2 spot. And that means meron silang bye sa ating quarterfinals. Magpapahinga sila.
Chris Tiu, first attempt. 3-pointer, it's a basket.
Moving that ball around up top. Very patented na yung ganyang klaseng ball movement ng Xavier.
Tala, Uno High School. All taken away here by Eldridge Liao. Joseph Yo. Chris Chu fires another three. That's a miss. Ball stays para sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
Trying to go back-to-back was Chris Chu.
Tough mama. Nobody's tough like mama. Eldridge Liao coming into the picture, breaking up the play ng Uno. Now Uno High School naman coming up with their own steal.
Tried to go underneath to Joseph Yo, intercepted. Now this Uno High School squad in their last game, alam naman natin they like to shoot the three, had 12 three-pointers. May miesta rin sila dito sa Xavier because both of these teams love to shoot that three ball. It's going to be a shootout for today, or it should be a shootout for today's game.
Paul Chua grabbing that offensive rebound. He's fouled on his way up.
That's his first personal. First for Uno. In free throw line, Paul Chua.
Two missed free throws right there by Paul Chua.
Not in the starting lineup is Joseph Chua, usual starting center ng Xavier. Chua din naman daw.
Eldridge Liao lets it fly. That's going to be a loose ball foul. It's Richmond Nung.
That's his second personal.
Huli may tulak on that rebound play.
Shot clock 14 seconds.
Chris Chu, his third miss from beyond the arc, but he was able to get his first attempt to go down. Eldridge Liao. Ako naman!
And they're moving that ball around like what we said, up top, trying to get those three-pointers. Nagsasag sila kagad kay Chris Chu. So libre talaga si Eldridge.
Ooh, lampas yung pasa. Intended for Tom Koo underneath. Hungry para his three-point shot of the game as it went in para kay Eldridge Liao. Joseph Yo, it's way off.
Medyo napalakas and off to the left, but the pass was a bit too high pagka salo niya, so he had to adjust. And the defense was coming at him to challenge that three-pointer.
Hindi na yata si Joseph Yo inaabangan dito. Si Joseph
Mo. 42 points ba naman?
It's Chris Chu. Shot clock is down to 5. Chris Chu heard the whistle, but it's a 3-second violation called against Ran Chu underneath.
Gearing up for that offensive rebound. Talking about the bigs netong Xavier.
Eldridge Liao with the rest of his teammates. Going Chris Chu. Ran Chu, 7 for his 3. That's a miss. Bola pa rin and Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH point blank. Chris Chu with a miss. And Paul Chua will somehow salvage the situation underneath.
Cleaning up the mess off of that miss from Chris Chu. Paul Chua offensive board and the putback.
8-0 na para sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Saan kukuha ng kanilang first basket at ang panig naman ng Uno High School. That's still turning out to be a problem here. Offensive rebound, Ran Chu. Joseph Yo, ayaw rin.
0 for 2 from Joseph Yo. Si Chris Chu naman, 1 for 3 sa 3-point area.
Mitchell Tan almost losing it. Recovery right there by Tom Koo, and there's a foul called against Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
To be on Eldridge Liao. Trying to pick the pocket.
5:45 here in the first period. 8-0 for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Jiangnan timeout. Continuation ng ating first quarter, and has yet to make a basket at the panig naman ng Uno High School. Patient offense here, an open look for a three, still could not get anything to go down. Stu bringing down the basketball for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Joseph Yo. Chris Chu. Ayaw. Parang isa lang ang bao ni Chris Chu. Ito na ba pagkakataon for Uno to get their first basket? Yes, yun na nga yun. And it's delivered by Renberg 2 getting the first basket para sa Uno High School CW Home Depot.
Fast break play for Uno, taking advantage of that transition defense that was lacking from Xavier in that play.
Joseph Yo. The cutting Chris Chu, and one.
Basket is good for Chris Chu.
Nice curl to the basket from Chris Chu. Nice pass by Joseph Yo.
That's his first personal.
So, holding on to his nose.
Oo, natamaan siya ni Chris Chu. Pause and play, powered play. Chris Chu will go to the line for the bonus free throw.
I think there's blood. The nose of Eric. Hope he's okay.
They need to replace him on the floor.
Alvin Lim checking in for Eric Soul. Visual line, Chris Chu.
So 5 points here in the first period for Chris Chu. As they take this 9-point advantage, 11-2. Mitchell Tan from outside, nope. Joseph Yo collects the rebound, quickly going Chris Chu. Stu with a setup for Ranchu for the three. That's an air ball. Transition for Uno, and Joseph Yo gives up a foul.
Trying to stop that transition offense ng Uno. That would have been their fourth transition point or fast break point.
Shot clock 22 seconds.
Summit is the official drinking water of FCAAI.
Good on that drive from Alvin Lim.
Siya yung pumulit, ano? Kay Eric So.
Eric So, that's right.
Paul Chua gets blocked underneath. Tom Gu blocked by Ran Chu. He tries again.
Couple of free throws for Tom Gu. John So seems to be okay. Okay naman, did not need to go to the medical or medic station. So that's a good sign. So kung nanonood yung kanyang mahal sa buhay, okay lang po si John. He's
all part of the game. A very important game as well para sa Uno High School CW Home Depot. As Tom Gu knocking down those 2 free throws. 11-4 is our count. Eldridge Liao bringing down the basketball for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Joseph Yo has yet to get himself on the board. Chris Chu. Eldridge Liao, another 3, and that's his second.
And the three-point shooting of Xavier continuing to wax hot here in the game against Uno High School.
Oh! Unforced error on the part of Uno CW Home Depot. Kelvin Ang for Uno coming off the bench. Gino Noel checking in for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Joseph Yo. Yes, Chris Teal, his second three-pointer.
Timeout.
9 points now for Chris Chu.
Hungry Pares three-point shot of the game. And the lead is ballooned to 13 for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Jiangnan timeout again.
Your ideal life starts today with Smart Postpaid. Get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
Open up to new adventures with Tanduay flavored mixes. Try in a citrusy sweet blend or a strong ginger flavored smoothness. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Back here at the Playtime FilOil Center in San Juan. 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Uno CW Home Depot with the basketball. Renberg 2 and play broken up, deflected. Last touch to Chris Chu.
And we were talking about it during that break. Itong Uno High School, they seem to be intimidated by the fact that Chris Chu and Joseph Yo are there. And when you think about it, hindi naman mga defensive players yan. So you might as well just run your offense. And another thing, Joseph Chu was not on the floor. So all the more that you should be able to run your offense and try to get some points inside.
Eldridge Liao finding himself open, long and strong for that three-pointer. And in the rebound play, a foul is going to be called here against Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
So Mark Teo getting called for that foul.
Kelvin Ang. Sino pupuntahan? Renberg 2. And that's his second basket.
There you go. Attacking inside, taking advantage of the fact that Joseph Chu was not there to patrol the paint.
Second serving right there for Mark Teal. But this guy's also a reliable point maker. He's averaging 14 points per game. Renberg Teal, nope.
Good on that 16-footer.
Joseph Yo gets inside, and this will be his chance to get his first point or points. He's going to be shooting free throws.
This is also a way for him to get his rhythm in this game. Kasi alam naman natin, ang mga shooter, makita lang nilang nalalaglag yung bola dyan sa ring, sa net. And there's a psychological effect to it.
Kung meron.
Kung meron.
Mahuhulog. Yun.
Binording na. Parang ma-sure daw for Joseph Yo.
His first point. They're up 14. Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Play broken up. Let's see here, trying to recover. Atras lang muna. Joseph Yo. No field goal yet for Joseph Yo here in this game. He fires the three. He knocks it down.
Right on cue when you said that wala siyang field goal and naka three-pointer. Nice ball screen by Gino Noel to get Joseph Yo free for that three.
42 seconds to play here in the first period as they try to go inside.
Kick ball.
Mitchell Tan coming back into the game. Stanko, hindi rin makaalago. He's only got 2 points and 4 rebounds. Long inbound going to Kelvin Ang. Baseline jumper that's off for Alvin Lim.
Nice challenge by Gino Noel on that shot.
Uno managing to get the ball on their side again. Inside, Alvin Lim.
Nice move to get a couple of points, Alvin Lim.
Joseph Yo from the corner for the three. End of the first 10 minutes of play here. Talaga nga naman, the precision in the outside shots, it's really going the way of Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Chris Chu, si Joseph Yo meron din, si Eldridge Liao may dalawa. And if we could continue sa ating second period, that spells trouble here for Uno CW Home Depot. They're relying on Tom Cool to hit those outside shots. Of course, it's just the first quarter that has just ended.
Pinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil
Cut!
kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Cut!
Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
It's the three-point shots that has been a killer para rito sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH, making 5 of 18 in the first period. And then that steal, Brian Go will go to the line to shoot free throws. Welcome to the second quarter. Actually, mababa ang shooting percentage sa magkabila. 33%, 8 of 24 for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Pero 3 of 14 for Uno. And that's only 21%. La Cherie, where beauty meets wellness.
And During that first quarter, the offense of Uno High School could not get going. They were sputtering nung first quarter, only managing to get 8 points. So single digits lang ang kanilang na-produce. For Xavier naman, 8 out of 24 nga, the attempts. 24 attempts, that's 10 more than the 3 of 14 ng Uno. And you did mention yung shooting nila from the outside, that definitely clicking, and that is their main weapon. No, talking about Xavier. The same way with Uno, yan din naman ang gusto nilang gawin eh. They like to shoot that rock. It's just that etong sa game na to, medyo nangangapa-ngapa pa sila. At hindi sila makakuha ng momentum.
Mitchell Tan. Jerome Lim, Mitchell Tan from the corner, hits a three-pointer.
Nice looking play, great setup for him to get that 3 ball at the corner, Mitchell Tan.
First basket in the game for Mitchell Tan. He actually started this ball game for Uno CW Home Depot. Here he is again, puts it up. May tulak sa rebound play. Pretty obvious. Alvin Lim huli for that contact.
Martillo got the position underneath. That's his third. Well, he's going to have to sit down, talking about Alvin Lim.
Michael Nang distributes the basketball here for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Martillo, and this long distance shot didn't work out for Michael Chua. Grantau falling short. Brian Go. Michael Chua lost the basketball. Kelvin Ang is fouled by Brian Go.
Nice defense by Kelvin Ang, playing the passing lanes. Did not allow Gino Noel to receive that pass.
Shot clock, 21 seconds.
Jerome Lim, covered by Gino Noel.
Basket is good.
Redbird 2 has got 6 points in the ball game.
Michael Chua is the one that's going to be called for that foul. Tried to reach in and get that steal.
Pause and play, power play. Got to be aggressive. Redbird 2 knows that pretty well. But can't complete the 3-point play. 10-point ball game here. Brian Gall. Can't pull up. Gino Noel, catch and shoot.
Nice pick and pop at the free throw area for Gino Noel.
25-13. Number 2. He's gonna go for it. It's a miss. Gino Noel the rebound. Michael Chua. Now Brian Go. Oops. Kelvin Ang goes down. Was it 10? Ah, yes. Michael Chua was called for his first personal foul. So si Tom Ku babalik. This is an opportunity for Uno na nakaupo. Si Chris, hindi na pala.
Right when you mentioned, yep. But here in the second quarter, yung opensa naman ng Xavier trying to go down low kanina. 3-point heavy. Ngayon, down low. Pero pagpasok nito ni Chris Chu, I am pretty sure they're gonna stick to that game plan which was working in the first quarter.
Kelvin Ang with a nice fake. Goes back and scores.
Nice find at the baseline. Nice up fake. And then the finish for Kelvin.
Brian goal and a moving pick here by Gino Noel is going to be called for the charge.
Number 15, Gino Noel. That's his first personal.
Jerome Lim has got that in his arsenal, but just couldn't knock it down. Well defended.
They tried to go for that quick offense, but again, the challenge from Xavier on that three-pointer, successful.
Gino Noel short. Managing to get it back here. Para sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. So go Chris Chu. Free throws coming up for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH and Martillo. Is at the line.
Last game, Martillo did not play. So bumabawi yan ngayon.
MEC empowering people through technology. 2 for 2 for Martillo. And once again, the chairman, the commissioner, head, nothing technical, and the assistant to the commissioner, Sam Kelwinang, missing the turnaround. Here comes Xavier. They lead by 12. Chris Chu. Xavier getting a lot of possessions. And Michael Nang with a good setup from Chris Chu.
That pass and then that screen by Chris Chu.
Jerome Lim missing that outside shot. Si Chris Chu, simple lang yung gulang eh, no? Hungry Paras, three-point shot of the game with Michael Nang. That three-pointer. 5:54 here in the first half. We got this Jiangnan timeout. (30 to 15). It's Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH still having their way here in the second period. Of course, mahaba pa. 5 minutes and 54.
And then in a couple of quarters pa. So about 25 more minutes to play. Kaya-kaya pa itong mahabol ng Uno High School.
That's the three-pointer. Tom Koo. But only his 5th point. Not the usual numbers for Tom Koo. But it's just the first half. Let's see. Chris Chu lost the basketball.
Tried to go for that drive sa baseline.
They're going to give it another try here to score. Number 2. Quick pass inside. That didn't work out.
Only one crack at the basket for Uno as Xavier controlling those defensive rebounds.
Brian Go with his first basket here in this ball game.
So again, still shooting the lights out. Etong Xavier.
Oh, pinalta pa. Eric So, also his first basket.
Off the glass 3 at that.
4 to 35. Christiu driving the kick. Oops, they lost it. Uno, Mitchell Tan in the paint, puts it up, doesn't drop, gets back his own miss. Falling away, too strong that time. It's Christiu. Paul Chua going inside, and that's a basket. Ran Chu. Di makuha yung mga outside shots eh. Might as well get it higher percentage. Genius assist of the game. Paul Chua finding Ran Chu inside. Di ka mapapaya. 35-21. At meron tayong Jiangnan timeout. Ayan ang may bahay ni Renbert Chu. And of course, enjoying this ball game. And ito muna yung Cantigo. Elevate the game with Cantigo Sports. Strong, aggressive move to the basket. That counts. Renbert Chu, sakto. Pagpakita ng misis, tsaka nung anak. Siya kagad.
Ginanahan si Renbert. Look at that from half court, making it strong against Paul Chua. And again, that's what we talked about. Wala si Joseph Chua, so you might as well take advantage of that inside because there's no Joseph Chua patrolling the paint.
8 points already for Renbert Chu. As he leads all scorers here for Uno.
Joseph Yo missing on that outside shot.
Renbert Chu, inside, outside. He's trying to do everything here for Uno CW Home Depot.
Cut it down to just 9 points.
Nagawan nga ng paraan. Yun lang. Eldridge Liao sees an opening right there. Fast break. Tanku.
That's one way to beat etong Xavier School, getting those fast break attempts going.
Oh, Xavier is not exactly a running team. Joseph Yo. It's already a foul. At tignan natin ang BYD Valenzuela fast break of the game and the finish from Tom Koo. Eric Saul was called for a foul. We have another ceasefire. We call this the Jiangnan timeout.
Umpisa pa lang ng araw, grind na agad. Grind dito, grind dyan. All day grind. At sa araw-araw na hustle, marami kang may encounter na hassle. Hinga muna, kasama ang Embassy Whiskey. May smooth oaky flavor na smooth ang hagod as you unwind from a long day grind. Chill muna tayo with Embassy Whiskey.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Technology moves the world. and we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks, 30 years of technology distribution.
Welcome back. We continue. Single-digit deficit. Chris Chu, the turnaround, and it's another make here para kay Chris Chu, who's got 11 points in the game.
Double figures, the same with Renbert Chu. Nice turnaround jumper from Chris.
Mitchell Tan missing from the corner.
Trying to get another one. He got one earlier. That's left corner. Same spot, different result though.
Chris Chu misfires that three-pointer. Mitchell Tan bringing it down. Sinalubong ni Eldridge Liao. Oh, napakailaman yung play, and Chris Chu with a steal here. Chris Chu is gonna go all the way. 13 points for Chris Chu. Minute and 47. 41-28. They were being threatened. They were just protecting a single-digit lead until Chris Chu coming up with back-to-back baskets here. Now they're up 13. Jiangnan, timeout muli.
Hinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil
Cut!
kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Your ideal life starts today. With Smart Postpaid, get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
Let's return to the action here. A minute and 47. Kelwin Ang bringing down the basketball para sa Uno High School, finding themselves trailing by 13. Mitchell Tan. Who can they really go to when it comes to point production? Renbert Chu has been giving it a try. Almost.
I like the idea of Renbert. He's attacking the basket, trying to get some, trying to get some points inside. I'll take that. You know, if I'm Uno High School and Coach Romar Velasco.
Wala naman malaki yung savior.
Exactly.
Diba?
I mean, it's Paul Chua, pero that's not Joseph Chua.
Yeah,
iba yun. Iba yun si Joseph Chua when he's inside.
Corner three. Chris Chu.
16 points for Chris Chu. Nice pass by Joseph Yo. Drive and kick.
The final minute ng ating first half. Oh! Kelwin Ang risky pass inside, lost by Uno CW Home Depot. Hungry Pares, three-point shot of the game. Delivery by Chris Chu. Baka nga maisip nila, baka si Chris Chu mag-deliver. He just delivered the points.
The 3 points. Wouldn't that be a treat, though, if Chris Chu showed up at your doorstep?
Ito po yung order nyo, Hungry Pares. Joseph Yo, the runner. You heard the whistle. Yan naman ang mga experience sa mga pros.
Narinig yung pito. Pulot.
Yes.
Attempt kagad.
Joseph Yo. Di pa nga talaga magkasabay yung laro nila, ni Chris Chu. This is only the second time na magkasama sila sa loob. There was that time when Joseph Yo was heating up. Si Chris Chu, late kasi dumating, di ba? So briefly lang nakapaglaro si Chris Chu. But this time around, they got here on time. Joseph Yo, ang nahuhuli yung laro niya. He's only got 4 points. He missed both free throws. Very unlikely for Joseph Yo. Last 20 seconds ng ating first half. Nasundot pa. Uy! Foul ang itinawag. Penalty na pareho. Si Martillo can only smile off that call against him.
Naibaba na to sa 9 points kanina ng Uno High School. At ito ngayon, lumolobo na naman. This is an 18-point lead. Make that 17-point lead after Tom Koo making that free throw.
8 points so far and 4 rebounds for Tom Koo. Splitting his charities. The last 15 seconds of the first half, and Joseph Yeo with a basketball against Kelwin Ang. Oh, tapon yung bola. Paul Chua, too strong a pass intended for Eldridge Liao, cross court.
He thought Eldridge was going to stay in the corner, setting him up for that three-pointer. Pero nangyari, Eldridge was cutting to the baseline.
Mitchell Tan, nagmamadaling opensa. He gets the layup. As that will be the final basket here in the first half. At least Uno High School, CW Home Depot having the last say. They have been trying and fighting back. They were down by just 9 points. And then like the likes of Brian go hitting their outside shot. And then Tom Koo, course number 2, has been doing a yeoman's job para rito sa panig ng Uno CW Home Depot. He leads their scoring so far. And 2 quarters done as Chris Tew is beginning to heat up. Shots from the outside going in for Chris Tew. 46-31. Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH with the lead.
The night opens up to those who open up to it. The spontaneous, the curious, the unexpected. Open up to your new best memories with Tanwai flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hop-Suri Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Your ideal life starts today with Smart Postpaid. Get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
Technology moves the world. And we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks. 30 years of technology distribution.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Hinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil
Cut!
kahit sarili
Cut!
ang kalaban.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Welcome back, and we are at the half. Atid sa atin ang Lamtex Pipes. 46-31 para sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH, led by as much as 18 in the first half. And here's the story in numbers dito, Coach Anton.
For Uno High School, 34% from the field, 42 naman para dito sa Xavier. 3-point shooting, no? Yun lang ang makikita natin na talagang pumapatay dito sa Uno High School as Xavier hitting 8 out of 25 from the field in terms of 3-point shooting. Hindi naman nalalayo ang Xavier with 4 out of 13. Yun nga lang, bukod sa 3-point shooting, meron ding points in the paint. Itong Xavier getting 16 points. And yung assists, 13-6 Xavier ang lamang dyan. Plus 7 in that department. So definitely moving the ball around, getting open looks at the 3-point area. Turnover story, 10-9. Lapit lang. Xavier with 10-9 ang Uno.
Chris Tew is the leading scorer here with 16 points, and followed by Eldridge Liao para sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Joseph Yo only 4 points, and Brian go with 3. Mark Tew has 6. Renber Tew leading the way with his 11 para sa Uno, and Tom Koo follows it up with 8. There's got to be more. Hindi pwedeng engage itong Xavier in a shootout. As we take a look at the PG Flex Linoleum Key matchup, si Joseph Go hindi nagamit eh.
Hindi nagamit nga nung first half. Yep. Ibang Joseph yung nagamit doon. That's why you're seeing no points for Joseph.
Anyway, we're going to be taking a break. We'll come back for you with the second half of action.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Sa araw-araw na hustle, marami kang may encounter na hassle. Hinga muna. Kasama ang Embassy Whiskey, na smooth ang hagod as you unwind from a long day grind. Chill muna tayo with Embassy Whiskey.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Welcome back. We're just about to start with our third quarter of action. Very important ball game. Kung sabi nga natin, yung St. Stephen, they want to be able to land a number 2 spot so that ready and waiting na lang sana sila sa semis. But of course, nakaharang sa kanila itong Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH that they are hoping na uno ang makakakuha ng panalo rito. So many of those complications. But later, after this ball game, medyo lilinaw na yan. Lalahanin natin, top 6 lang will move on. Yung 1 and 2 automatic semis na yan. And then from what I understand, 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5 tayo.
Yes.
Knockout na yan, di ba?
Knockout na. Of course, yung number 1 seed will take the lower, yung finish lower rank sa quarterfinals, the winner. And yung second seed, of course, higher naman.
46-31. In the meantime, a miss. Ooh, talk about hustle play for Michael Nang.
Now, since we were already talking about yung mga standings, kung ang uno sana manalo, aangat sila ng 5 and 4.
Yes.
At magkakaroon sila ng pag-asa makapasok sa semis because ang last game nila is against St. Peter the Apostle School. Pag natalo nila yon, sila ang pasok.
And St. Peter, talo kanina.
Yun nga. Oo, kaya nga, so if Xavier, if they would have won their last 2, including this, last 2 yan, sila ang pasok. St. Peter ang malalaglag sa ating quarterfinals.
Well, we still have 2 quarters to figure out everything that's going to happen underneath Tom Koo. Talaga ba si Joseph mo?
Di pa. Ayun, he's at the far end of the bench, just chilling like a villain. Usapan nga natin kanina, ano siya, break glass in case of emergency. Oh, pang-emergency lang daw yan si Joseph Ngo.
Alam mo kasi baka merong standing rule itong Xavier. We can only use one Joseph in every game.
Kaya wala si Joseph Chua at si Joseph Ngo. Isang pasok lang.
Dami nilang Joseph eh. And that's Joseph Hill.
Yep.
So I'm wondering, he's only got 4 points so far to show 4 in this ball game.
Bonsiaco wala rin.
Si Bonsiaco.
Hinahanap din natin kanina.
There's a banking shot by Joseph Hill. Sabi niya, okay, ni-request niyo bang pamuntos na ako?
Sabi mo daw, 4 points lang. Ayan. 6 na.
Jerome Lin can't hit this outside shot. Well, here's Jerome Lin, rather. It was Tom Koo who missed from the corner. Too much pressure on the defense by Brian Go, and that will be a foul.
First team foul pa lang naman ng Xavier, so still in good shape.
Tom Koo trying to get closer. Goes cross court. Mitchell Tan with a crossover move. Mitchell Tan is fouled. Martillo ang tinawagan with a contact. And Mitchell Tan, that's a shooting foul. So he's at the line to shoot free throws.
For 2.
Yun lang ang masakit doon.
For Mitchell Tan.
Joseph here with a baseline miss. Here's Mitchell Tan. 15-point lead para sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Mitchell Tan fires the 3. Can't get the 3. Michael Nang the rebound. And here's Joseph Yo. Tough mama. Nobody's tough like mama.
Still nothing from Joseph Yo. Nagbibiroan pa sila doon ni Mitchell.
Siguro, it's a good thing. And Spalding's the official ball of FCAAI. na medyo malaki itong lamang nila. With Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Jerome Lim has been struggling here in this game. Michael Nang, too long, too strong for that three-pointer. Battle for that loose ball. Ends up with Tom Koo in Uno, CW Home Depot, down by 15. Hindi nga gumagalaw yung scoring na Xavier, hindi rin gumagalaw para sa Uno. Ooh!
Right on cue. Pag sinabi mong wala si Chris Chu, biglang papasok. Hindi gumagalaw yung puntos. Ayun. Bigla.
Instead of an air ball, it turned out to be an assist.
Nice pass. Oh.
But Tom Koo unable to complete the three-point play. 13 points. That's the lead. Being protected here by Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Joseph Yo. Second serving right there.
So Gino Noel. Oh. Attracting the defense of the bigs. Kaya nakakuha ng offensive rebound doon si Gino.
Joseph Yo bringing down the basketball. Up 15, he fires the three. Can't get it to go down. Offensive rebound. Brian Go.
May pasabit doon si Brian Go, taking it strong to the basket.
Jerome Lim. Offensively, he has been struggling at that time. Wrong place at the wrong time. Imagine Jerome Lim has not scored in this game. At least may average mo lang siya 6.7 rebounds. He's only got 2 rebounds.
Not a good day at the office for Jerome Lim in this game.
And Brian Go giving Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH a 17-point lead.
Yeah, we talked about it nung halftime. 18 points. Ang biggest lead ng Xavier.
Gino Noel, or was that Michael Chua giving up the foul? It's Gino Noel. Si Renbert Chua hindi nga nakakahawak na ng bola sa Uno. And he's their leading scorer. Here he is. He inbounds it. To Tom Koo. Kelvin Ang. Oh, barreling drive, but there's blocking foul. It's going to be called here against Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
Michael Nang.
Oh, they enter penalty, actually, both teams. Haba pa to, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Xavier with already in the penalty. Pero itong Uno, isa pa lang. Ayos lang. Good shape ang Uno in terms of their team foul situation.
Kelvin Ang missing both free throws. It's not exactly a strong suit. Joseph Yo. Gino Noel, strong, aggressive move to the basket.
That was a quick attack. Hirap ma-timing on that drive of Gino.
Gino Noel with 6 points in the ball game. Mitchell Tan a little fancy with his pass inside. Oh, teka muna, tinakbo yung bola that time around by Michael Chua. Gino Labanza will be seeing action for the first time.
Wondering when Gene was going to make an appearance.
Paul Chua re-enters the ball game to replace Gino Noel. That's an air ball.
was challenged by Gene Alabanza on that three-pointer by Renberg.
It's an open look for a three-pointer, and Michael Chua knocking it down.
Joseph Yo, don't look now, 6 assists in the game. 8, 6, and 6 for Joseph.
Eric Saul with a quick turnaround. Hindi pwedeng sagutan. They have to make some stops here.
They gotta get some stops. A couple of stops here and there, a couple of baskets.
We're just saying hello and good evening to the entire St. Stephen team. You gotta be watching this.
I'm pretty sure. How are you when you think about it? It's one of those things where I'm sure tinitignan nila, nandiyan ba si ano? Kasi hindi naman pinapakita. Bigla nung starting 5 nakita nila, naku, patay. Nung first quarter pa naman, 23-8 ang ating score. So kung ikaw yung taga St. Stephens, parang, alright, prepare na tayo para sa makakalaban natin sa quarterfinals.
However, which way you need to prepare.
Yun.
Ibang level na yun eh. Pagka-playoffs na eh.
Ano na yun eh, salana kumbaga.
Yes.
Those are the top-ranked teams.
Off-balance shot for Renberg too. This one I'm talking about. He should be getting a lot of touches here for Uno.
He is having a great game.
Joseph Yo. Tried to bank it. Didn't work out. Gets it to go down. And Tom Q will be shooting a bonus. And Boston play, power play by Tom Q. There you go, knocking down the bonus free throw, and Tom Koo in this ball game, he's got 17 points.
Look at this, McRobert Ditiandu.
Oh my.
Making an appearance here in the game. Last game, wala yan.
When he saw action earlier back in the first half, didn't get a lot of minutes. Chris Chu missing. Michael Chua underneath, too deep. Chris Chu, wala pa rin. And here's Uno with Kelvin Ang. Nice handoff inside to Tom Koo.
Nice setup by Kelvin Ang. Close quarter passing. Making it work inside is Tom Koo.
Ball just going out. 1 minute and 55, 61-46 para sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. You know, for the likes of Joseph Yo and Chris Chu, we know they have a lot to offer.
Talagang, I guess when you look at it, since the game is somewhat, I wouldn't say it's out of reach, pero they can turn it on when they want to.
Yeah, sabagay.
Medyo yung rhythm mo din nawawala. You get thrown off your usual rhythm. Kasi sanay ka, may challenge or merong konting pressure involved. In this game, again, we talked about it in the first quarter pa lang. 23-8 was the score. And they were just really having their way with this Uno squad nung second quarter. Doon lang medyo nakabuelo at nakabawi itong Uno High School.
Michael Chua at the line. He's got 4 points in the ball game. .80 seconds here in the third. Kelvin Ang decides for a pass at the last second, and nobody was expecting him to do that. That's Chris Chu using his left hand. Still could not get the layup. Kelvin with a quick pass inside.
Robert Ditandiu trying to get some points on the board for himself.
Grabe sa pangalan, eh.
McRobert.
McRobert Ditandiu. One minute remaining.
And you can hear the crowd cheering, saying, "Go, Robert!"
Oo nga. Oh! Maybe later. Meron pa tayong fourth quarter, don't worry. Gina Lapangansa with a basketball goes cross court. Eldridge Liao. Cristu. Oops, nawala yung bola. Sabi niya, bakit sa PBA? Tagal-tagal ko nang ginagawa yun. It did work here sa Fil-Chi. Grant Howe at a mid-range.
Wide open on that shot. Making them pay. Grant Howe making that jumper.
20 seconds remaining. Diba? Yung mga ganun, sa swing-swing yung bola.
Pag nakababa yung
Pag
kamay.
nakababa, oo. Subukan mong sumundot, siguradong mag-free throws ako. They might have the final say here. And yes, Grant Howe back-to-back baskets. Uno High School really fighting back. They were down by as much as 22, if I'm not mistaken, here in the third period. But somehow they managed to get a good run. Although sabi nga natin, Joseph Yo might be struggling here in this ball game. Siguro medyo nanibago, bigla tayo nabago ng venue. That's also a thing to consider. But of course, Michael Nang knocking down those outside shots. And Grant Howe, the couple of baskets he made before the end of the third, it results into this 12-point advantage for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
The night opens up to those who open up to it. The spontaneous, the curious, the unexpected. Open up to your new best memories with Tanwai flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
We're just about to start with the fourth quarter, and we just noticed Joseph Ngo will be seeing action for the first time para rito sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH after his performance of 42 points and 10 three-pointers made in their previous game.
Kailangan na daw.
Sabi mo nga, for emergency. Medyo matagal yata malamig kasi mula. Gilid ng board at tinamaan. Here he comes up with a steal. But so soft-spoken ito si Joseph Ngo. You know, we wanted him to break the record of Shanko. Sabi niya, hindi, kay Shanko na yun. He has done his thing. Here he is. Cristu will fire the three. But I believe, you know, pretty soon they're going to be setting him up with those outside shots that he was able to display. This is what we're talking about, the hard-working Renber 2 para sa Uno High School trying to get this team back in this game.
Getting that offensive rebound. Talagang fighting yung mga bigs ng Xavier just to get that extra possession for his team. Eh. Kasi nga naman, 22 points down, 12 na lang.
Renber 2 missed on the first.
Break glass in case of emergency. Si Joseph Ngo.
Eldridge Liao. Air ball.
Short on that attempt for Eldridge.
Eldridge Liao, he's got 2 3-pointers. He's got 8 points. He's been quiet after. Renber Chu kicks it out. Mitchell Tan will fire.
This has the lowest it has been. 10 points. Second quarter.
Oh, Christiu got that to go down. And a foul is going to be called on Grant Howe.
Number 17, Grant Howe. That's his first personal. First criminal.
Yun yung mga tinatawag na experience.
He felt that forearm of Grant Howe pressing up against him. He just went and swiped up. Pasok. For Chris Chu. Yun ang veteran smarts. No? Talagang pro-level moves.
19 points for Chris Chu. Renbert Chu. Grant Howe back to Renbert. Shot clock is down to 5. Renbert with a runner. Doesn't go down. And here's Joseph Ngo, the reverse. Bitin was looking for a foul. Grant Howe with a miss. Renbert Chu lost it on the rebound. And here's Eldridge Liao for Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Specialty, hindi mahulog ah. Baka inubos naman niya lahat ng previous game. Paul Chua with the putback.
Number 17, Grant Howe. That's his second personal. Second team foul.
That offensive board. Paul Chua, the bang and the bucket. Lumolobo na naman itong kalamangan ng Xavier after having it down to just 10 points.
Nilabas si Joseph Ngo.
Oh. Hindi, kasi ano na yung lamang eh. Lumaki na.
Hindi na emergency.
Hindi na emergency
ulit.
Hindi na kailangan si Joseph.
Tom Koo well covered by Ran Chu. Kelvin Ang. Mitchell Tan lets it fly, falling short. Kelvin Ang creates separation. Ayaw. MAC empowering people through technology.
Xavier was looking for a foul on Kelvin Ang against Michael Ang, pero wala namang pito doon.
Mitchell Tan goes down.
Number 17, Christiu. That's his second personal.
Stu, that's only number 2 on him.
Shot clock, 18 seconds.
Some of the other teams are really taking a closer look at itong Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH, seeing Chris Chu and Joseph Yo playing together. Even yung Washong, siguro sinasabi nila nung tinalo namin, wala naman si Chris Chu at si Joseph Yo, di ba?
So they're trying to see the dynamic of Chris Chu and Joseph Yo. Kung paano bang timplahan pag nagsasabay sila, di ba? Kasi it could be something that they can exploit. Because when you think about it, pag nagsasabay nga naman sila, hindi nagsasabay yung pagputok nila sa puntos.
Contigo elevate the game with Contigo Sports. Eldridge Liao with his third 3-pointer. It's been a long while bago nasundan.
It's the third 3-pointer of the game, talking about Eldridge Liao.
Summit is the official drinking water of FCAAI. Michael Nang with a steal. Eldridge Liao, Ran Chu, some touch passing here. Oy! Di na convert. And Uno right now with a basketball. Tom Koo nagtawid. Mitchell Tan, and there's going to be a foul here. Actually, marami na yung mga banggaan, pero they were letting it go. So, natawa na lang si Eldridge Leo. Kailan kayo pipito, ref? 5 minutes and 47 remaining, 70-52. Lamang pa rin na Xavier. Jiangnan timeout muna tayo. Five minutes and 47 to play here in this ball game. 70-52. They're trying to change the momentum to go on their side this time for Uno High School. They had their ways. They were even as they managed to really close in, down 10 points, from 22.
When that happened, inugot ni Coach Gian ang kanyang alas. Joseph Ngo, lumaki yung deliver. But yeah, he wasn't able to make a shot. But of course, yung depensa, lumapit sa kanya.
Kaya
so medyo nag-open up yung floor for his other teammates.
Joseph Yo, that's down a three. That's a second here in this game.
It's going to give him double digits with 11. 11, 6, and 6 for the game.
Halfway here in the fourth, Renberg Tew still trying to do his thing. So, a hard worker, si Renberg Tew.
That's his fourth personal.
Kayod Marino.
Yeah.
Ginagawa ni Renbert.
Morik Muya checking in for the first time here for Uno. Renberg Tew making his first free throw. He's got 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
Complete ball game for Renbert.
They go back Joseph Yo. Cross court. Offensive rebound underneath. Paul Chua. 8 points for Paul Chua. He's got 15 rebounds.
15 big rebounds. Trying to make up for the absence of Joseph Chua. But Renberg Tew patuloy pa rin ang kanyang pagpuntos dito. Now got 19 points in the ball game.
Eldridge Liao, 3 3-pointers here in this game. Could not add up another. Tenko Yuto will be checking in for the first time here in this ball game. And I think this is already a done deal with 4 minutes.
Kumbaga, finishing touches na lang.
Si Enzo Lim na wala na rin, no?
Didn't play. He's there.
He's there?
But
I think he has an injury at
okay. Oh yeah. But
played one of the games, diba?
He suited up.
He suited up?
Yeah,
okay.
he suited up. No need
Kaya nga.
for Ezra Lim.
Then Koyuto with a miss on that three-pointer. 3 and 25 to play here.
Almost a basket from Morik Muya.
Tatawa ako sa music yung background natin dito.
Ano eh.
Parang pa-circus.
Kakaiba, to say the least.
20 seconds in the shot clock.
Do you notice that the long shorts are making a comeback?
Oh, really?
Even in in college leagues, di ba? Dati paiksian eh.
Paiksian na, yeah.
Ngayon, bumabalik na
Bumabalik
siya.
na naman.
Hindi naman yung super haba, pero yung ano na siya, yung a little bit above the knee. Kind of similar kung ano yung mga sinusuot na shorts ng mga manlalaro natin on the floor. Parang ganyan na ulit.
Then Koyuto getting himself on the board, hitting a three-pointer. 2.5 to play. Morik Muya throws a bad pass. This is going to be Brian Go. This is going to be an easy finish for him. Brian Go with 7 points in the ball game.
At this point, again, just finishing touches. Tinaubos na lang ng oras ng ating mga players.
Last 2 minutes.
Even try to get Ken Tong. DCL last 2 minutes. Morik Muya, a minute and 43 remaining. He goes for the long distance shot. It doesn't go down. Offensive rebound, Alvin Lim.
Some more players that are going to try to get some reps in this ball game.
So basically, at least medyo may hintay ng konti on the part of Washong and ito ang Xavier. Dahil they will end up as the 1 and 2 waiting sa semis natin. So that will make the others, the other 4 teams are going to be joining the top 6. Na medyo madadagdagan lang naman yung games nila. Pero knockout naman tayo basically sa quarterfinals.
So, 1-game affair lang yan.
Of course, hindi naman mangyayari yun in the next game day. Minuubos pa rin tayong schedule sa ating eliminations.
And just for everyone's information, yung games natin on Wednesday, that's the 4th of June. That's going to be Washong against Westminster. At Tiongse Academy against Grace Goodfellow Pharma. Sa June 6 naman, Philippine Chengkwang High School Exped against Washong ulit. At ang St. Peter the Apostle School Metro Asia will go up against Uno High School. Ito ulit maglalaro sila. Yun na yung pang round out or pagtapos ng elimination round natin.
What an elimination. At least nakita natin rito. No? And sabi nga, nagkaroon pa tayo ng pagkakataon to see them in action once again. The likes of James Yap. And of course, dito nga, Chris Chu and Joseph Yo. Sean Ko.
Yun.
Yeah, di ba?
Ang pagbabalik.
Exactly.
Ni Sean Ko. Passion. But, it's good to see also Chris Chu suiting up kasi nga may rule tayo pag 3 games hindi ka nakalaro elimination, hindi ka makakalaro sa quarters. This is actually the 3rd game of Chris Chu.
Final 20 seconds here. Talagang hinihintay if they could make baskets. And there was Randall Lim getting himself on the board. And that will be the final basket here in this ball game. It's a win para sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Ending it this way, 80-62. The expense of Uno High School. Pero sabi nga natin, there's still more to come as we try to get all the games and the eliminations be played, at least for the next 2 playing days that we're going to have. But here in the 4th, just some finishing touches. It has been a ball game that was well controlled by Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. They gave it their hardest. They gave it a try para rito sa Uno High School, but still falling short. 80-62, yan ang ating final score. And yung ating player of the game dito, Coach Anton.
Of course, first shot, first make. You see it there. 3-pointers all around, and that veteran move, feeling that forearm, pressing up against him, swinging it, and getting that jumper to go. Even a fast break. You see him finishing just like the old days. You've got our Triangle Tires for Life best player of the game, Chris Chu, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Congratulations, Chris Chu.
Shape of things to come as we finally get the game recap here. Although parehong 34%, look at the number of shots taken by Xavier. 87 attempts. Hindi na nagpapahuli. 75 attempts for Uno. And of course, out-rebounded dito ang Uno by 18. And bench points. Well, truly they are loaded team itong Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH. PG Flex Linoleum key matchup natin. It ended this way with Tom Koo, 19 and 10. Joseph Ngo only played briefly, and we're hoping that we could see him in action in their future games. At eto na nga, this coming Wednesday sa SGS Stadium po, June 4th, we'll see Washong College Lamtex Pipes laban sa Westminster High School. Chongse Academy Mighty playing action sa Grace Goodfellow Pharma. And that's just about it from all of us right here. Thank you very much for watching. And for Coach Anton de los Reyes, it's Benji Santiago here saying we'll see you at the ball games.